My husband certainly once toyed with the idea of taking his own life. Or he said so many times, "This is not worth living anymore." I tell the story of my husband, Mr. Meinolf Stromberg, who has been dealing with trigeminal neuralgia for 5 years. And at some point, we came across Dr. Lechner and ended up there. A rather long story. It started 5 years ago. Actually, only that the nerve might have reacted, but then it got worse and worse, so that he could hardly speak. Eating was totally difficult, and brushing his teeth. Everything that had to do with his face. He had it on the left side, in the upper jaw, and did not dare to move his mouth. And he was already very desperate. My husband certainly once toyed with the idea of taking his own life. Or he said so many times, "This is no longer worth living." Or he would no longer have any desire to live if it stays like this. X-rays were then taken at umpteen dentists, and they always said first, "There is nothing there." Then suddenly an inflammation in the left upper jaw on the canine tooth, which was then root treated. After that, however, it was no better. In the end, the tooth was pulled out at my husband's request because he said, "Maybe when it is gone, it will be good." But that didn't help either. We then have a doctor in Wuppertal who said he can operate on the nerve. The nerve is sclerosed, and then no more pain is transmitted to the brain, and he would then have a new life. He did that, of course. After that, it was also good, but a few weeks later, the nerve starts again in the same way. My husband searched the internet and then came across your practice, and then we just called and said if we could get an appointment. Then we were there the first time only for the preliminary examination. Then it was determined by ultrasound that he has an inflammation of the jaw, that is, in the left jaw, above all, which no one has seen before. And then the next time we went straight to the operation. Then his jaw was opened, and just all this bacteria, the RANTES, was removed. And that didn't take long, and he had no wound pain afterwards either. We were still in Munich for 3 days, and we were so amazed that it worked out so well. And after that, it was super good. It cost 3,000 euros. Before that, it was certainly a lot more. What we spent for all the journeys and for all the things that we did there. So, we are glad that we went to Dr. Lechner. Before, it was really a huge effort to drive here and there, and it was all to no avail. And now that we've been to see Dr. Lechner, he's doing well.